Good evening and welcome. So tonight I'm going to share your weekly angel card guidance and some insights to what I've learned this week. Okay, so let's see what the angels have, what guidance they have for you this week. This one jumped into my hand. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Gabriel this week. It's the Cinderella card. I always notice this with Cinderella, so I'll just move it around the different screens so you can see it. Okay, so the 10 of Gabriel. And with the 10 of Gabriel, you can see there's an angel here guiding the girl. She's looking down these stairs. She's in a glad rags. Place all around her is a bit dusty, and she's holding a mop and a broom ready to clean. What I'm noticing with this card today is she's actually looking down the cellar. Hi Regina, thank you for joining live. It's lovely to see you on here. What I'm noticing this time, she's actually looking down the stairs. Now, I don't know if any of you know anything about dreams, but quite often when you have a dream, all the rooms in a building mean something to you. And the cellar is quite often, it means looking deep inside yourself. And I'm getting that with this card. She's looking down the cellar. So it's like she's feeling a little bit trapped. Yeah, she's a place where she doesn't want to be at the moment. And she does need to escape this. She's doing something she doesn't particularly want to do. She's in a position she doesn't particularly want to be in. And she's feeling a little bit trapped. But I feel with this one, the answers are within. And it's about that looking, that self-reflection and that looking deep inside herself to see what is it that she wants, and really focusing on doing the inner work so that she can escape the current situation. And I feel that that's very relevant for a lot of you now. What do you want to achieve, and what do you need to do to escape the situation that you're in and be in the place that you want to be? You know, what do you need to do to get to that ball? You know, and meet the prince, if you like. We're going on for the Cinderella terminology. So the answers are there within, but also you're not alone. Again, I say this every week, your angels are always with you to help. You can always ask for help. You can ask for helpful people to come and lighten your load. And with this card as well, the words on the card say, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours or trying too hard to please others. But again, even if you're trying too hard to please other people, that can be a confidence thing. And that's something else that you need to really go into yourself and work on. Why do you feel the need to please other people? What are you stopping yourself from doing? Because ultimately, the world's your oyster. You can achieve what you want to achieve. And when we're not achieving what we want to achieve, quite often we're putting our own blocks on ourselves and our own doubts and whatever, you know, whatever things have been programmed into us or whatever beliefs we're holding. You can change your beliefs. So that's really good advice for the week. And as always, I love the synchronicity of it because it always links in with the guidance that I've got to share with you. And the cards are just amazing because they always sort of latch onto that energy and they bring about the message for the week. So my insight for the week is based on a few things I've been reading this week. And one is called a book called The Finder. Now, I'm right at the start of the book. I'm on the first chapter. And in this book, it's scientific experiments, really, or scientific investigations to find out how people sort of progress, how they get to that stage, that ascension process. And the author was saying how Maslow's hierarchy of need, and at the top of that hierarchy, I don't know if anyone have ever come across that, but it's like a triangle of need, and you're starting off with things like your safety and, you know, the actual physical needs that you have, and as they move up, they come to more about self-actualization and what do you want to achieve, where do you want to be. And what he said was, right at the end of his life, Maslow actually created a further hierarchy of need, which was above that top one, that self-actualization. And although he named it something else, basically, my understanding is it links to the ascension process. It's that becoming aware that there's more to life than what we're experiencing at the moment. And I found that in itself quite interesting. And he's talking about all these investigations he's done into people who have reached that stage of enlightenment, if you like, and you know how they've reached it. Now, obviously, I'm only early on in the book, but one thing that was said that really resonated with me, he was talking about our inner voices. And we all have that voice in our head that chatters and chatters and chatters and tries to put us off things. And it's there every day. And sometimes you're aware of it and you want to quiet it. And it's that voice in your head that fills you with self-doubt and that tries to keep you really safe and playing safe. You know, so you want to try something new and that little voice is saying, but what if you can't do it? You might make a mess of it. Maybe it's safer not to do it. And that seems to be a perpetual thing that happens day in, day out with a lot of people, with most people, in fact, I would say. But when you actually listen to that voice and try to become aware of this voice every day and what it's saying. Now, if that was you saying that to a friend or a loved one, would that not damage your relationship with them? You know, would you dream of telling somebody all the time, we can't do that, or you're doing that wrong? You know, that dress doesn't look nice on you at all. You know, don't like your hair, it doesn't suit you. And that's what the voice is saying to you every day. And it puts you off doing things, it puts you off trying new things, and it's trying to keep you safe. But in a way, it's keeping you too safe. And it's almost like that's what's stopping you when you look at the Cinderella thing. That could be what's stopping you from moving on. It's that voice in your head and that fear of moving on because of that voice that's trying to keep you safe. No, you can't do that. That won't be safe. You know, what if this happens? What if that happens? And they are all just what ifs. And that's blocking us well from achieving our potential. So my insight for this week really is just to be aware of that voice and just to try and see it more as an outsider and not get too attached to that voice and believe it, question it, doubt it, just think of it as an extra person who's nagging in your ear. You know, if that was somebody walking around after you saying things like that all the time, you'd tell them where to go, wouldn't you? You wouldn't put up with that day in, day out, yet you do it to yourself, you know, and or that voice in your head is doing that to you constantly. And if you see that the voice in your head is not you, it's not your potential, you can do so much more than that voice in your head is telling you that you can say. So it's time to maybe start recognizing that voice for what it is. It's a guide, it's a voice that's trying to keep you safe, but take it as advisory. And instead of looking at the what if I fail, start looking at, well, actually, what if that really did work? And, you know, I quite like my hair, you know, it doesn't matter what that voice in my head is saying. You know, don't let that voice put you down any more than you would let anybody else put you down. So I hope that resonates with you as much as it resonated with me this week. And like I say, that was certainly, again, linking with the card we've got this week where, you know, the girl's looking down the cellar, she's looking inside at her inner beliefs and what is actually true. You know, is what that voice saying in your head true? Probably not. The second insight I've had, which is following on from that really, is sadly, I don't know if many of you know him, you've probably all heard of him from The Secret, but sadly Bob Proctor died this week. Now, I've not seen an awful lot of Bob Proctor. I saw him on The Secret and I've heard about him, I've heard a lot of people speak highly of him and his lessons. And I know he's had a particularly strong impact on a friend of mine, and she was talking about him yesterday. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to find out more about his teachings. It sounds like he really has had a positive impact on people. So I downloaded his book yesterday. And in this book, he's talking about learning. And what he says about learning is it's okay to learn things, but you can't teach somebody who's already got all the answers. They've already, you know, learned that, because you've already got your pre-programmed beliefs, and somebody's trying to teach you something new and your pre-programmed beliefs are saying, well, no, I'm not having that because that doesn't fit in with what I've already been told or what I already believe, then you're not actually going to learn that. Whereas if you unlearn and you're willing to unlearn some of the things that you've learned before and try new things with an open mind, then you're more likely to progress forward. And in a way that links really nicely with this voice that's chattering in your head, because that voice that's chattering in his head is all based on your prior beliefs and things that people have said to you in the past, and you know, things that have maybe made you feel unsafe in the past. So again, to get past that and to achieve your full potential, you do need to start thinking and questioning some of your previous beliefs and questioning what can you actually achieve, where are you, which again, this card just fits so nicely in. So this is almost, well, it is confirmation really of some of the lessons. So that's come from 3 different sources. You know, this information that's come through this week from the card and through the 2 books. So quite a powerful lesson there for me and for those of you listening who it resonates with. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know your thoughts, and have you read anything that's sort of suggesting something similar or come to the same conclusion in different ways? I'd love to hear your ideas, you know, and your own experiences. So please do share them in share in the comments below if you can't share live, and let me know. So that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching the live. Thank you so much if you're watching the replay, and I will be back next week to share more cards and insights. Thanks for watching. Bye.